Hey guys, it's Coach Andrea here. Today is Freedom Friday, and I wanted to talk a little bit about loving yourself. We have, I think, some warped views on what it means to love yourself. People either tend to swing one way to the extreme or the other. And one extreme would be being arrogant or almost narcissistic in your love for yourself, that it's in a very unhealthy, imbalanced way. And the other way it would swing is like not loving yourself at all, not seeing yourself accurately, not seeing yourself according to God's word. And both of those extremes, either one, are not good. And so, how do we get to this place of having a healthy love for ourselves? Well, first, let me say why it's important to love yourself. In Mark 12:30 and 31, when Jesus was asked what were the greatest commandments, the first one is, of course, to love God with all your heart, your soul, your mind, and your strength. But the second one, which he said was equally as important, was to love our neighbor as ourselves. Now, it's very important that we don't take off that last part of love your neighbor, because it says as yourselves, which means that we are commanded to love ourselves. And loving ourselves means that we have an accurate view of who we are according to God's word, that we value ourselves and that we esteem ourselves. So when I say loving yourself, I really mean from a very healthy point of view. And if you believe that you are created in the image of God, and that when you look in the mirror, the person you see staring back is a reflection of God in you, then you understand that just as loving God is holy and sacred work, so is loving your neighbor, and so is loving yourself. So, what does it mean to love yourself? Well, the L in loving yourself means letting go of lies and false identities. So many of us have adapted ourselves and twisted ourselves and covered ourselves to create these images that we think we need to create in order to be loved. And so part of letting go of the lies is really forgiving yourself for the ways that you adapted yourself or molded yourself in order to receive love or get love. We deserve and receive love simply because we are created in the image of God. It is not about what we do or how we perform, but it is about understanding that each of us is worthy of love, which goes to the O. And the O is about opening your heart to the truth. Now, we know that it's easier to believe the lies because when bad things happen, when people reject us or walk away from us, we can say, oh, I knew that was going to happen because I'm this, or I knew that was going to happen because I'm that. But when we open our heart to the truth and we open our hearts to the fact that we are lovable and that we deserve love and we should receive love, then it feels more painful when people reject us. But opening our heart to the truth is really about opening our heart to what God says about us and understanding that we live, move, and breathe for an audience of one. So our opening our heart to the truth is not so that we can get other people to accept us or other people to applaud us or other people to approve of us, but it's understanding that we already have the ultimate approval, and that is God's approval. The V in loving yourself would be valuing yourself, seeing yourself as worthy, seeing yourself as created in the image of God, seeing yourself as a person who is able to give and receive love, and not discounting that or minimizing that or cutting that away so that you can please someone else. But really is valuing yourself for who you are and how God created you. And the E is really learning to encourage yourself. When David was discouraged and all of his troops wanted to kill him, he had to encourage himself in the Lord. So, our journey of loving ourselves is a one person journey. Yes, other people can speak into our lives, but the ultimate of loving yourself is really learning to love yourself according to God's word, understanding that you have God's approval and letting go of this idea that we need other people's approval or acceptance to feel valued or to feel worthy. God is the ultimate source, He is the ultimate authority in our lives. And when we understand that we are already fully loved and accepted by Him, we really start to shift how we behave to other people. So then we really are able to love other people from a place of freedom, from a place of health, and from a place of wholeness, and not from a place of expectancy, not looking to them to fill something in us that can only be filled by God. So if you are on a journey of loving yourself, I just encourage you to let go of the lies. Open your heart to the truth, value yourself, and learn how to encourage yourself. And good luck on your journey. See you guys soon.